FogLifter does a lot of things for our clients who have tech stacks and tools like those, but fundamentally what makes FogLifter different is the underlying functionality of our data validation layer. Basically, we are automating the process that you see people use Excel spreadsheets for to track all sorts of metrics, whether they're SLAs, cost units, assets, things of that nature, what they have, what they own. FogLifter is routinely collecting that information, validating it against systems of truth or systems of record, so that the decision makers who need that information have it at their hands and can replace arduous tasks like combing through spreadsheets, sharing information with others and getting secondary artifacts back, whether they're exports or screenshots or emails. FogLifter is validating all that information at a fundamental level, so the baseline is always correct. The way FogLifter makes our users more efficient, it's a fun exercise to watch folks like this go through, because with any enterprise software, you've got early adopters, kind of medium adopters, and then late-term adopters. You've got the folks who understand what they want to do with that information right away. You've got the folks who are like, well, I've kind of already been gathering this information and I'm already pretty good at what I do. I don't really know if I need another tool to go do that. And then you have the people who finally at the end, who adopt it last, who are like, oh, yeah, okay, this makes sense now. Okay, now I understand why I get it. And part of that is, and it's goes back to what makes FogLifter different. It is that validation layer, because there are already manual processes in place that, to a degree, do what FogLifter does, right? Whether you are creating Excel spreadsheets, creating reports, taking data dumps out of your systems of record to analyze data and make business decisions, all that is typically in place. FogLifter, in its functionality and its automation, technically makes that work instantaneous. Like I attended a conference around all this Apptio, ServiceNow, TBM, ITFM stuff, and everybody had really great stories about how they were taking these methodologies and putting it or installing it into their own teams, into their own world. And they would come up and they would say, my team does this great job. It's a heck of a lot of work. Every month, 2 months, 6 months, they have to go and dig into our data and clean it up and provide all these reports, and it's incredible. The results are fantastic. And they're not wrong. The results are fantastic. But what's making FogLifter easier is that instead of doing that once a month or every 6 months or once a year, depending on the size of your environment, FogLifter does it daily. That information is there at your hands immediately, and instead of putting a user or someone who doesn't have FogLifter through the process of, okay, now I'm going to take all this information that I gathered again, I'm going to use it to make all these different reports, and so I can show everybody, or I can show my leadership today that this is what we have and this is what's going on and here's where I think we're going. And then of course a month later that information's wrong. FogLifter's analytics, FogLifter's dashboarding and reporting captures all that all the time, meaning you're not going back through and recreating your dashboards. You're working with FogLifter and you're saying, this is the type of dashboard, this is the type of report that I need every day, because these are our short-term, medium-term, long-term plans, and I need the data showing me this information regularly to either make sure we're on track or make sure we're going in the right direction or decide what direction we're going into. So that's one of the best ways that FogLifter improves essentially the quality of life of our customers, is that your data is always accurate and it's reporting in the way that you need it to report, and not making you go back and redo the efforts, have to revalidate yourself every few months. That validation is coming through regularly and often.